to Dollar Store Treasures. Today I'm going to be sharing a water activity with you. So at the dollar store I found a baster for $1.25 and some plastic ice cubes that you put in the freezer. So you could put these in the freezer so it'd be cold and refreshing, or you don't need to put them in the freezer. So children love to play with water. So here we go again. We have blocks that are colorful so we can sort the colors. They're transparent colors so we can introduce another word of vocabulary, and we can put them in the water. They float. So floating activity. What floats? What sinks? What else could you put in there? You could have them go get other items in the house. So maybe some of the materials from a different activity that you tried with the buttons, they would sink because they're heavier and they're just not full of water and plastic and floating. And so on this baster, and you might have a baster at home already, so you may not have to go, but there's measurements. So there's a quarter, a half, a 3/4, a 1/4, 1 1/2. So there's measuring. So you could have them. So they're gonna have to, again, fine motor skills, developing those hand muscles. Very important. So they have to squeeze and they have to let go. So you might have to model that for them and use the vocabulary. Squeeze softly, squeeze gently, let go, release, like lots of vocabulary. So we're going to pinch and we're gonna watch the water go up. And you could put food coloring in the water to make it more visible on the numbers, to make it more visible. And just have them, so children again love it. So just squirting, releasing, and could they pick up one of these floating items with this? Is there enough air or suction in here to try that? Let's see. Nope, but it's science, it's experimenting, it's just using the vocabulary. But they could use the tongs that we showed you in another activity. So they could pick them up with that. Or they could pick them up with their hands. They could use the little pinchers as well. Let's see. Oh, this one's a little bit trickier. So you see how I could just put it over top and squeeze it together. Very simple. This one, it's not wide enough. You see the difference, right? So very narrow and wide. So how could we pick one of these up? So we would have to actually like push it against the side. Okay? So we would have to like go deeper in the water. So that's more vocabulary that we could use. But you see when I'm trying to do it like that, I'd almost have to push it right to the bottom to be able to put it in there. And again, remember, children love water. So as I told you before, these float, have lots of fun activity with this, squirting. You could go outside in the yard with this and squirt it. You could have a water fight with it if you buy 2 of them. It's a lot of engaging fun and developing those motor skills. I hope that you enjoyed this simple activity.